Okay, children, am I audible to you?
Yes.
Please put on your camera, everybody. All right. So in the last class, we started with the next exercise of exponents and powers, which was conversion into standard form, right? And we covered these topics, writing in the standard form and usual form. I also gave you homework. Okay, so we have 2 questions left to discuss. All right, so children, we start with these questions, and then in today's class, we'll be moving ahead to the next lesson. Okay. So look at the third question carefully. I gave you this question as homework, so we'll just discuss this and then we move on. All right. If you see the question, it says that express the number appearing in the following statements in the standard form. So what you have to do, you have to convert all of these numbers in the standard form. So look carefully at the first one. It says 1 micron is equals to 1 by then 1 to the power 10 to the power something meters. So what are you supposed to do first of all? You will first convert this into decimal format. Okay. Or you can also do one thing. You can directly convert this into exponent 1 by 10 raised to the power what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it becomes 1 by 10 raised to the power 6 meter. Isn't it? Now we know that whenever we have to convert the exponent in reciprocal format. So what do? We have to just convert the sign into the opposite sign. Okay. We convert the power into the opposite sign. Like it is plus 6. So now you will write it as minus 6. So it becomes 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Alright. Is the first question clear? Please respond, Harmeen and Mustafa.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now come to the second one. Now the second question you are going to tell me. Mustafa, tell me the second one.
Ma'am, I have this solved in a different notebook. I'll get it.
Okay, please bring your homework notebook. Harmeen, okay, let's wait. Harmeen, do you have these questions solved with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's
But
wait.
the first one I wrote wrong actually. But practicing.
All right.
I wrote 0.1 into 10 raised to 6. I wrote fully wrong.
No, you don't have to write like that. First, you have to transfer this decimal after 1. Okay, so when you convert it, when you transfer this decimal after 1, then you have to convert it into the exponential form. How do we do? You count the number of decimal places and do it like that. Try it once. By the time Mustafa is coming, you can try it. Okay, Mustafa, you have this solved?
Ma'am, I solved it. I did it as homework, but I don't know which notebook I did. I'll just solve it right now.
Okay, no, you can just tell me what am I supposed to do? Like I have to convert it into the standard form. So I will transfer this decimal after 1. So it becomes 1.6
Yes,
multiplied by 10 raised to the power what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 and 19. So when I count the number of places, it is 19 places. And since I'm shifting it to the right side, so minus 19. Clear?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, come to the third one. It says size of a bacteria is 0.00000005 meter. So what you will do here, Harveen, tell me the answer.
Yes, ma'am. First, we have to write 0.5 into 10 raised to
You can write 5 into
4.
power.
Yeah, 10 raised to 6.
How many places are there? 1, 2, 3,
6.
4, 5, 6. See, the decimal you're putting after 5. Where are you transferring the decimal? Look carefully. Where are you transferring the decimal? After 5, right? So how many places are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
You understand me? Not 6 places.
Yes,
You need
ma'am.
7 places. If it was 0.5, then you would have written 6 places. So your answer will be 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 meters. Then size of a plant cell is, Mustafa, tell me this one.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you'll shift the decimal to 1.275 multiplied by 10 to the power.
0.275 multiplied by 10 to the power what? How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So minus
Yes.
1. Okay, next one. Thickness of paper in millimeter. So it becomes 7 into 10 raised to the power minus 2 millimeter. Okay, children, this is how you will do. Now we have fourth question which says that in a stack there are 5 books each of thickness 20 millimeter and 5 paper sheets each of thickness 0.016 millimeter. What is the total thickness of the stack? So, first of all, let's solve it. So, total thickness will be equal to thickness of the book plus thickness of paper, right? So, what is the thickness of the book now? See, one book is 20 millimeter thick. So 5 will be 20 into 5 millimeter thick. So 100 millimeter thick. And what is the thickness of the paper? The paper sheet is 0.016 millimeter thick. And again, there are 5 paper sheets. What does it become? 0.080 millimeter thick. So what is the total thickness now? 100.080. So 100.080 millimeter thick. It will be 1. All right. Leave it as now the total thickness. Now it become 100. Now, see, my standard form says that my decimal should be after one number. So I can put my decimal after 1.00080 into 10 raised to 10. Where have we shifted decimal? 1 and 2 places left. So I will multiply with 2 and the power should be positive or negative. When I'm shifting decimal towards the left, so my power should be what? It should be negative.
Negative.
No, why negative, Arvind? See, when I'm shifting my decimal to the right hand side, Okay, so my power becomes negative. But when I shift my decimal towards the left side, so you will write power as positive. You can note it down. Shifting decimal. So when you shift towards right, power is negative. And when you shift towards left, power is positive. Okay, children. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, in this lesson, what are we discussed? Firstly, we studied laws of exponents, and then we solved questions based on them. And then we also studied how to simplify equations and then solve them. Then finally, we came to the standard form. Right. So, is there any doubt in any of the question that you have? Any doubts? Does anybody wishes to discuss? Any topic you want to rediscuss? Please tell me, children, is there anything you wish to rediscuss from this lesson? You can just go through it once. Please open your textbooks, go through the lesson once, and just tell me if there is anything that we have to rediscuss, or is there any question that you have a doubt in, and then only we'll move to the next chapter. Okay. No doubts. Sharmeen, what about you?
No, ma'am, everything was clear, but this last answer right now you explained, I didn't understand.
Okay, which answer? The thickness one?
Little bit.
Okay,
Yeah,
look,
the last.
what the question says. It says that there is a stack of 5 books. Okay, and one book is 20 millimeter thick. Okay, what is the thickness of the book? For example, see, I have this book. I have this book with me. So what is the thickness? Now this thing is the thickness of the book. Okay. So let's suppose this thickness is 20 millimeter. And I have 5 such books. Like one more book, I keep it over here, then one more, one more, one more. So in total, I have 5 books like this. So if one book, the thickness is 20 millimeter, what is the thickness of 5 then? How will you
No,
5 books? If your one book is 20 millimeters thick, so what is the thickness of 5 books?
we have to multiply 20 by 5 to check that.
Multiply 20 millimeter with 5. So what is the thickness? The total thickness of the book is equal to how much? 100 millimeter?
100 millimeter.
How did I solve it? 20 millimeter multiplied by 5. Now, similarly, it is given the thickness of a sheet of paper. Again, I have a sheet of paper now. Okay, and this, see, a sheet of paper is comparatively very thin. So what is the thickness of this sheet of paper? Only 0.016 millimeter. And I have how many sheets? 5 such sheets. So I just keep 5 sheets together, and what will be the total thickness of the sheet?
0.08
Yeah, how
millimeter.
0.8 millimeter? I multiply it with 5 again. So is this step clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm asking you, look at the question. The question reads, what is the total thickness of the stack? Now the stack that you have made, first you kept 5 books, then you kept 5 sheets. So what is the thickness of the stack? They are asking you. So total thickness of the stack will be equal to 100 millimeters plus 0.080 millimeters. You will add the thickness and then you will get 100.0.80. You want me to add them? See how you add them. First you write 100 then 0.080. Okay, is there any decimal place for 100? No. So what can I do? I can just put 000 as decimal, because here there are 3 decimal places.
Yeah.
So after decimal, there are 3 numbers which are 080, and then you write 0 over here, and then you add these numbers. What do you get? 100.080. Okay,
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
you understood it now?
Yes, ma'am.
So what did I do then? See, in these type of questions, whenever we have very small numbers, we can just convert them into the standard form. So what will be the standard form? One, you will shift the decimal after one place. Standard form is always only after one number you should have the decimal. Here after 3 numbers is your decimal. Okay, so in standard form it will be 1.000. Since we are shifting the towards the left hand side, that is why my power is positive.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to copy it, so you can, or you can also take a photograph. You can copy it afterwards. Done.
No, ma'am, I copied. No problem.
You, Mustafa, you have any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Now we shall move to the next lesson. So, children, can you tell me your exam question once?
Ma'am, I didn't get the question.
So,
Ma'am, still now the class test portion is only there. I got the class test is scheduled 11th May.
1 minute. I wrote Hermene's question. I remember. Okay, no problem. You can tell me now. Yes, Hermene. What is your syllabus?
Yeah. For our class test, we have chapter 2, only one chapter.
Can you tell me the name of the lesson, Hermene?
Yeah, linear equations in one variable.
Just have linear equations in your syllabus.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't have any other chapter? Okay,
No,
what?
ma'am, since it's a small exam.
Okay, fine. And Mustafa?
Ma'am, my class test is over.
Please repeat again, Mustafa.
Ma'am, my class test is over.
Okay, class is over. What was the question for that?
It was rational numbers.
Okay, was it good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, children, then you can tell me that which chapters are currently being discussed in your school.
Yes.
What is the current lesson that is being discussed, Mustafa?
Ma'am, square and square roots.
Okay, you have square and square roots. And Harmeen, what about you?
Understanding quadrilaterals.
Okay, you have quadrilaterals. We have done linear equations, so we don't have to worry for that. Okay, what all chapters have been completed apart from quadrilaterals, Harmeen?
Yes, ma'am. The first chapter, rational numbers, is completed. Then the second chapter, linear equations, have also been completed. Then now the currently ongoing chapter is quadrilaterals.
Okay, so you have and Mustafa, what about you? What all portions have been completed for you apart from square and square roots?
Ma'am, actually, they're gonna start cubes.
Please repeat again, Mustafa.
Ma'am, they're gonna start cube and cube roots. Square and square roots is done.
They started cube and cube roots as well.
Yeah, this is about to start.
Okay, and any other chapter that we haven't done?
Ma'am, in my school, rational numbers are done,
Okay.
exponents are done, and square roots are done.
Okay, so shall we start with square and square roots? Because this is a lengthy and an important chapter. Okay, children. So we can start with this lesson today. Okay. So we have the section square and square roots. So children, do you know what is the meaning of squares? To square any number. What is it to square any number?
Multiply number by
Multiplying with?
multiply number by itself.
Multiplying number by itself. So can I basically say to square means to put the power as 2. Whenever I have to do this square. So what will I do? I will just put the power of 2. Let's suppose 1 square. That means 1 to the power 2. That means 1 into 1. That gives me 1. Then 2 square. That means 2 to the power 2. 2 into 2 gives me 4. Then 3 square would mean 3 into 3, 9. 4 square would mean 4 into 4, 16. 5 square would mean 5 into 5, 25. Similarly, if I have to square any number, that means I have to multiply the number by itself. Or I can say my exponent for that number becomes 2. That means to square any number. Alright. And what does it mean to square root the number? To square root a number means, let's suppose I have a number 36. So now, on squaring any number, can I get 36?
Yes, ma'am.
On squaring which number do I get 36?
6.
Yes, on squaring 6 only I get 36. So to square means to multiply a number by itself, and to square root means to find a number on squaring which I should get the given number. Okay, as my answer. Like if I have to do square root, see the sign for square root is this. This is the sign for square root. Okay, so if it is written 36 under root 36, so this means 6 is your answer. Okay, and 6 square means 36. Okay, so these are two formats of writing the same thing. This also means the same thing, this also means the same. Under root of 36 means that on squaring 6, you should get 36, and 6 square means 6 to the power 2 means that 6 into 6 gives you 36. So these are the basics. Now children, one important thing is that you should learn all the squares from 2 to 20. Okay, you should learn them. So we'll write them down. 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, and 10 square is 100. Okay, further you also have to write down till 20. So that will be your assignment. Write and learn all the squares up till 20. Okay, children? So you have to by heart them. Because what happens sometimes when we have very complex simplification questions over there, you don't have to multiply like what is 13 into 13. If you directly know 13 square is 169, so you can just directly write your answer. Okay, so it becomes easier to calculate your answer. So I'll just see what is the first exercise when we start with that. Okay, so first we have is properties of square number. Now, basically, any square number will end only in certain digits. Okay, Harmeet, please focus on the board. I'll give you time to write whatever you want to. Don't worry. So, any number, let's suppose I have a number ending in 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, or 9. If our number is ending in these digits, then it is a square number. Okay, I'll give you examples. Let's suppose I have 1, 0, 5, 7, 9. Okay, now without calculating the answer, can I just look at the figure and tell that whether it is a square number or not? Let's just check what is the last digit of 10579. It is 9. So since it has 9 as its last digit, that means it is a square number. Okay, then let's suppose I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. So what number is this? What digit is this number ending with? 3. So I
3.
3 in this list. That means, is it a square number or not? No, it is not a square number.
No.
Okay, so this is a very basic method to just look at the number and tell whether it is a square number or not. Okay, now if you look very carefully, why only these numbers am I selecting? 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, or why not 3, why not 2? If you look carefully, see, this is the very basic format. Like, look at these numbers. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. Now, do you see all of these numbers being ended in specific numbers? See, this is ending in 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, again 6, again 9, again 4, again 1, and 0. Now, if you look at any other number, let's suppose I talk about 59. Now, what will 59 square end with? It should end with, see, 59 square, how will you find out? You'll do 59 into 59, isn't it? So, I know that 9 into 9 is 81. And then, okay, without even solving, I know that 59 square will end with what number? With 1, right? Because when you solve the entire thing, ultimately here you will put a cross, and when you add, your last number would be 1, isn't it? So without even solving, I can just directly tell 59 square is ending with 1. That means the square of any number, what digit is it ending with, only depends on the last digit of the number itself. Like 59 square, what will it end with? It is dependent upon 9. 47 square, what is it ending with? Depends upon 7. 7 into 7 is 49. So 47 square will also end with 9 only. Okay, so any number, let's suppose 76. Now, what will 76 square end with? What does the square of 6 end?
6.
6 square is 36. That means it is ending at 6 only. So 76 square will also end at 6. Okay, let's suppose 81 square. Now, 81 square will end with 1 square. So 1 square is 1 only. So 81 square ends with 1. Let's suppose 97 square. So 7 square ends at 9. So 97 square will also end at 9. So is this thing clear to you? So this is a very direct method of calculating that on which number does a square ends with. Now you look carefully that all of these numbers are ending, the square of these numbers are ending from one of these digits only, like either 0, 1, 4, 6, 5, or 9. So that is why all the square numbers ends with only these digits. Okay, children? Then one more thing is perfect square. What is the meaning of perfect square? Let's suppose I have 7 square is 49 and 6 square is 36. Now between 49 and 36, what numbers do I have? I have 35, I have 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, and 48. Now I know that 6 is Like after 6, the number that I have is 7. So after 6, like after 36, all of these numbers are not the square of any number, right? Because 36 is a perfect square and 49 is a perfect square. So is there any number on squaring which you get 37? No, you don't have any such number on squaring which you can get 37. Neither 38, you can't also get 38. Similarly, you can't get 39. You can't get all these numbers. So are these perfect square numbers? No. These are not perfect square numbers. So what are perfect square numbers? Basically, this list. Look carefully. Like you have a set of perfect square numbers written over here. Like 1 is a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square, 9 is a perfect square. If I ask you, is 5 a perfect square?
No.
No, because 5 is not a square of any other number. Similarly, is like between 9 and 16, you might have 13, you can have 14, you can have 17, you can have 15. So all of these are also not perfect squares. All right, children. So this is how we classify perfect squares and non-perfect square numbers. So all perfect square numbers will end in these digits only. So if I have a question which says, can we say whether the given numbers are perfect square or not? So I have a list of numbers 1057, 23453, 7928, 22222, 1069, 2061. Okay, so look at these numbers and tell me whether they are perfect squares or not. Children, done? You just have to write yes or no. You just have to write yes or no, children. What's taking so long?
Ma'am, should we answer in the class or?
What are you saying, Mustafa?
Ma'am, should we answer in the chat or in the class?
No, just tell me the answers here only. Tell me for the first one.
Ma'am, the first one is a no.
Next.
No.
Next. What about the next, Harmeet? You're also not answering.
Yes, ma'am. The third one is yes.
Okay. And fourth one?
Fourth one, yes.
Children, look carefully at the number.
Fourth one, no.
And third one?
Third one also no.
Yes, it's no only. Harmeet, what do you have to look? See, you have to look at the last digit. What is the last digit over here? 7. What was the list of my numbers? Note down this list. 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, and 9. These are the numbers that you have. So 7 is not in that list. So that is where your answer is no. 3 is also not there. So no. 8 is not there. No. 2 is not there. No. 9 is there in that list. So that means yes. 2061. 1 is there in that list. So yes. All right. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Move to the next question. It says that the following would end with digit 1. 123 square, 77 square, 82 square, 161 square.
Ma'am, the fourth one.
What about the fourth one? 161 square.
Ma'am, the fourth one would end in 1.
Only the fourth one. Okay,
Yes,
let's also solve. Armin, what about you?
yes, ma'am, the fourth one. Because
Okay,
one
why?
square, right? So 1 into 1.
Yeah, 1 into 1 will be 1. See, what you will do to look at the last digit, 3. So 3 into 3 is 9. So this answer would end with digit 9. 7 into 7 is 49. So this would also end with 9. 2 into 2 is 4. So it would end in, and 1 into 1 is 1 only. So only this is your answer. Clear? So next question. Which of the following would end with 6 at units place? Nineteen square, 24 square, 26 square, 36 square, and 34 square. Solve this.
Ma'am, the second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one.
Harleen, what about you?
Yes, ma'am.
Same answers for Harleen also? Okay, so what do we have here is, see, this number would end with digit, is ending with digit 9. So its square will also end with 9 into 9 is 81. So its square will end with 1. 4 into 4 is 16. 6 into 6 is 36. Again 36 and again 16. So all of these are ending with digit 6 at the units place. So these type of questions I hope now you can do in your exam. Next is, what will be the ones digit in the square of following numbers? Okay, the first is 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 8, 7, 5, 2, 6, 9, 8. So please solve for this. I'm just coming in a while. The fourth one is 9980. The fifth one is 21. Triple two and 9106. Okay, so what will be the units place on squaring these numbers?
Ma'am, I don't understand the question.
You don't understand the question. See, when you square these numbers, let's suppose you square 1234. So 1, 2, 3, 4 square will end with what digit?
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Okay, it's written one's digit in the squares of the following number. So that is why I haven't written square here, because it's already written in the question. Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Tell me for the first one.
It will end in 6.
Okay. Next, Harmeen, tell me.
It will end in 9.
Okay. Next, Mustafa.
4.
Next.
0.
0. Next.
4.
Harmeen, you haven't solved.
No, ma'am, the fourth question I got wrong actually.
See, the fourth question is ending with 0. So what is 0 square? 0 into 0, that gives you 0 only. So any number ending with 0, the square will also end with 0. Okay. Fifth one, the answer is 4. And sixth one, the answer is 1.
6.
6 only. 6 only. Okay. Because 6 into 6 gives 36. So this is how you solve the question. You have one more question now. Now these questions can also asked in certain other ways. Like they can also give you the square of which number would be even or odd and why. Okay, so it is 727, 158, 269, 1980. So if you look at the question carefully, like the square of 727, with what number will it end?
Ma'am, 9.
9. It will end with 9. So we know that what are odd numbers? The number that end with an odd digit. And what are even numbers? The numbers that are ending with even. Basically, the multiples of 2 are even and not multiples of 2 are odd. So we know that since, see, the square can be any number, but it's ending with digit 9. So that means, is this an even number or an odd number?
Odd number.
Yeah, because 9 is odd number. So that is why this whole number is odd number. Similarly, do the rest. Yes, student completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So second one, Harmeet.
Yes, ma'am. Second one, the last, no, we will get 4.
Yeah, the last digit will be 4. And 4 is even or odd?
Even. Even.
The whole number is even or odd? Even. The third one,
Ma'am, it will
The
be
third
1, so it will be odd.
it's ending with 1, so it is odd. Then last,
The fourth one, it will end with 0.
so even
It's
or
even.
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 odd. Okay, any number ending with 0 is also even. Okay, so these type of questions now I think you can do. Now we come to one last thing. Okay, one more question you can know for this type. What will be the number of zeros in the square of following? The first one is 60 and second one is 400. Now children, look very carefully. Whenever I have 0 at the end, let's suppose I have to square 10. So what is the square of 10? 10 into 10? 10 square is 10 into 10, which becomes 100. Now let's suppose I have to square 20. So it becomes 20 into 20, which becomes 400. Now let's suppose I have to square 500. So what will I do? 500 into 500. Now square, see, you do 5 into 5, 25. And now you write
Then
total.
4 zeros.
There are 4 zeros. Very good. So that means whenever you are squaring any number that ends with 0, what will happen? You will square the digits and then you will put double the number of zeros. Like for 10 square, you will square 1. 1 into 1 is 1 and put 2 zeros. For 20 square, you'll do 2 into 2 is 4 and put 2 zeros. Then you'll do 5 into 5 is 25. Then you 4. Similarly, for 60, 60 square. How will you write 60 square? Do 6 into 6. That is
3600.
That is 2 zeros. So how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. Similarly, how many zeros now? Can you write directly? How many zeros?
4.
4 zeros your answer. So that means whenever you're squaring a number that ends with digit 0, your answer would have double the number of zeros. Right? Now we come to one important thing. Now let's suppose I have numbers. I have 6 square and I have 7 square. Okay, now between 6 square and 7 square, what is the answer for 6 square? It is 36. And what is the answer for 7 square? 49. Okay, what are the numbers that are lying between 36 and 49, children? 37,
35, 36, 38.
40, and 48. So these are the numbers that are lying between 36 and 49. Now, if the question says that how many numbers lie between 6 square and 7 square. Now this is easy. Like you can directly do 6 into 6 is 36, 7 into 7 is 49. You write the number and then you. So how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 numbers are there. There are 12 numbers. Now the question can also be how many numbers are there between 100 square and 101 square? Right? This can also be the question. Now what are you supposed to do? Will you square 100 and then you square 101? This gives you a very big answer and then you write down all the numbers between them. So this is a very hectic process, right? In your exam, you cannot do the entire thing. So what do we do whenever you have two numbers? Let's suppose I have two consecutive numbers, okay, and you're squaring them. So let's consider 100 as n. So what is n? 100 and what is 101 then? Can I write n plus 1 is 101? So how many numbers lie between 100 square and 101 square? 2n. 2n numbers will lie between 100 square and 101 square. Understood? These are the non-square numbers that are lying between two square numbers. So 2n is your answer. So what will be my answer? Number of how many numbers are lying? 2 into 100. That gives you 200 numbers are lying. Okay, children. This is how you will do. Now let's suppose you have. I'll give you questions. How many non-square numbers How many non-square numbers lie between the following pairs? First is 90 square and 91 square, and second is 1000 square and 1001 square. Okay, so how many non-square numbers are lying between these two numbers? Are you able to do this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me the answer for the first one.
Ma'am, 180.
Okay, how first tell me what is n, then what is n plus 1?
Ma'am, 90 is n and 91 is n plus 1.
Okay, so how many non-square numbers lie between 90 square and 91? 2n. So 2n is 2 into 90. That gives you 1. Correct answer. Second one, Harmeen, tell me.
Yes, ma'am. 1000 square. So
What is n here?
n is equal to 1000.
1000. And what is n plus 1?
N plus 1 is equal to 1001.
1000. And what are the number of non-square numbers that lie between n and n plus 1? 2n. So what is 2n now? 2 into
2 into 1000.
2 into 1000. Yeah, that gives you 2000 as your answer.
2000.
Okay, so if they ever ask you that how many numbers lie between two consecutive square numbers. Now see, you cannot use the same method for 90 square and 95 square. This is not correct method. Now you cannot use 2n. Only when you have consecutive numbers and they are squaring and they are lie between numbers. So you will use the method of 2n. So either they can say how many non-square numbers lie between them, or they can ask you how many natural numbers are lying between them. So your answer remains the same. You do it by the formula of 2 into n. Understood, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
So for today, we'll just keep it up till here only. And in the next class, we'll be studying patterns of square numbers. So I'll be giving you homework questions from the first exercise. You can complete those homework questions and then submit them, and we'll be having a discussion. Okay, children. Also, one more important thing is I'll not be posting this on the portal, but you have to write this and learn all the square numbers. Okay. In the next class, I shall be taking a small oral test for all these square numbers from 1 to 20. Okay. So make sure that you learn all of these squares.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So any doubts does anybody has?
No, ma'am.
Okay, children. So you can go.
No, ma'am.
We'll continue ahead in the next class. Okay. I hope that you understood everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.